So recently I had a chat with the amazing TV presenter, Sarah Kaywood. Sarah's fabulous. She's such a ball of energy. I completely adore her. And she has had a bit of a hard time in the past. She had cancer and is now completely in remission. So that's wonderful. And we had a conversation about her new businesses and also about alcohol and whether we could turn down the dial of of drinking so much that she got a bit out of control. Her words, not mine. Um, Sarah didn't want to get rid of her alcohol use, but she did want to be able to control it more. So that's what we worked on. And make sure you watch to the end so you can see how we got on. Please do get in touch if you feel like you have unconscious controls, things that you do feel, behave that you would rather not, because hypnotherapy is absolutely an incredibly effective way of dealing with those things. And then also share this video. Please share it with people that you think might help too. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Kaywood.
I'm so excited about this. I've actually, I bought a hypnotherapy course recently, but I've got out of the habit of listening to it at night. And I think my co-host of Irregular Bitches, Louise Mitchell, she is a hypnotherapist as well, and I just think there's something very magical about it. But but you are the perfect person to do it as well, because you're so motivating and you've got a nice voice.
Oh, that's very sweet of you to say. I mean, well, here's the thing is that, it's something that I've done for a really long time, but it's never been my sort of focus. But it's always been in the back of my head because of the way that it's presented, and that people's association with hypnosis is always sort of, the showbiz side of it, and the bachelorette party side of it, that I think people are really naturally suspicious of it. And it is it's a panacea. It can help so many people in a very, very effective way. It's really quick. You go and sort of pay for therapy and go for week after week after week, and it might help and it might not. Whereas if you're a good hypnotic subject, and to be honest, most people benefit from it, then you can see a change in half an hour. Do you have, unconscious controls? Do you have a relationship with that? Do you understand? Like, do you get? Are there things that you experience that you're like, shit, I don't know why I did that, or whatever? What would that be for you?
Yeah, probably. Like, I have to be really careful with alcohol
Right.
now, because I can get quite like 2 drinks in and the wheels fall off, and then I am full of self-loathing. So to the point where actually on Friday we're invited to my friend Daniel's 50th, excuse me, and in Soho, and I drove and it was a nightmare because the A13 is not your friend. And I parked at that multi-story in Chinatown that's underground, which was like 50 quid for parking. But I just so badly wanted to avoid the wheels falling off, because I'm post breast cancer. So I'm in medical menopause, and I just don't deal with the aftermath well mentally, physically. So there's all of those, and I make bad food choices, and I'm trying to address that at the moment. I've just had to, post cancer, I've had to overhaul my whole lifestyle, because if it comes back and I'm not living a relatively, I mean, I'm not completely joyless, but if I'm not living a relatively healthy life and it comes back, I will feel like that's on me. And also, personality wise, not just physically, I just want to be my best self all the time. That's why when you asked me to do this, I was just jumped at the chance, because I'm constantly, I do network marketing, Jonathan.
Right.
The culture within that is constant self-improvement, motivating yourself. Mindset is everything. It's actually a really wonderful culture. So since I joined Sensi 3 years ago, I've been on a journey of, I mean, if I just look here, I've probably got "You Are a Badass" over there. I've probably, like, "The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck," so I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, is over there. I've literally got them stacked by my bed, like, just ways to be a really decent human.
Well, for two things that I want to ask you about what you just said. The first is what's Sensi?
Scentsy is, let me show you, see if I can grab one. I can probably just turn the camera. They are all my warmers.
They're gorgeous.
So they're like really pretty, beautifully made lamps. And then you put some cubes of scented wax in.
Is it sort of aromatherapy?
Like that. Hang on, let me put this back in. And it's just much stronger than a fragrance candle, and obviously safer because it's electric. So it's home fragrance, but I'm nuts about smells. Nuts about all good smells, like smells. Honestly, when I lost my smell when I had COVID, and I was like, if it doesn't come back, I'm literally going to be like wanting to end it. So all of those things make me really happy.
The stuff that you put out, or that you have around you, that is, giving you reminders, that you're a badass, and all of those things that you put in your orbit, is super smart, because the nature of hypnosis, is essentially it's unconscious learning, and that happens in a couple of different ways. But one of the ways that we learn most effectively is through repetition, and so seeing something constantly. I mean, I have to be careful, because there's that whole sort of The Secret thing where.
Oh, I hate it. You cannot tell me Rhonda Byrne telling people that they've somehow asked to be involved in catastrophes. I was furious. I'm literally, it's absolute bullshit. But I know that there is, don't psychologists agree that, if you have a positive outlook, you're not going to manifest a lottery win? Of course you're not. Life doesn't work like that. But what you will be is a lot happier with what you've got.
And it's also about how you speak about yourself is really important as well. If you have a thought in your head that you're mulling around, maybe something that you haven't even necessarily decided to commit to as your opinion, the moment you speak it, it becomes your truth. So if you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm shit at this, or I can't do that, or I'm whatever, then unconsciously you are teaching yourself that truth. And so that's why it's super important to not say those things. And then also, on top of that, if you want to be a certain way, you can kind of even cheat it and be like, I'm this thing that I aspire to be. Not from an arrogant point of view, but just to sort of let your unconscious mind hear those things, because then you'll kind of go in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I want to dive into the specifics of what you want to work on.
What I would like to feel: no envy of other people drinking. No, and I still want to feel convivial and interested in everybody and what they've got to say. And I also want to feel like I'm not missing out.
Sure. And would you say that there's an element of it that you're that you're using it to satisfy your emotional needs, then that you're going to be bored, that you're going to be,
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then that's all you need to worry about. The rest after that, you just need to listen to me. Okay? Fabulous. Are you ready? Different thoughts and images might come into your mind as you continue to relax, and you can allow them to. There's no right or wrong to this process. You can allow them to come in and go out just the same way. You've got nowhere to go, nothing to do right now. Your only requirement in this moment is to exist, to breathe in and out. Rising up now. 4, feeling confident and calm. 3, happy and relaxed. 2, more aware of where you are. 1, you can open your eyes now, stretch and smile. Hello, mate. How you doing?
It's so nice to, Ooh. It's so nice to have you like have the ear pods on because it's literally like you were inside my brain. It was lovely.
Good. It's a very pleasant experience. There's nothing scary about it, right?
No, lovely, really nice.
It's what I said to you before. It's you doing it. So if you don't want to do it, you won't do it.
Well, that's a lot. I just think a lot of it is to do with implicit trust in your tour guide, as you were saying. So, you know, when you know you're in safe hands and you know that somebody only has good intentions for you, then you're going to, you know, lay yourself bare, as it were, aren't you?
Good. Well, I'm so glad. Thank you. So do me a favour. Let me know how you get on, won't you?
Yeah, of course. When that situation arises.
Lovely. Fab. Thank you, love.
Thank you. It's lovely.
Cheers, Sarah. Bye.
Hiya. I just wanted to hop on and talk about the incredible hypnosis session I had with the amazing Jonathan Goodwin. He is a wonderful presence, something very magical about him. And I honestly didn't think that I would be hypnotizable. I think that's the word, hypnotizable. But I did. And I've definitely noticed since that session that my drinking is, well, I pour glasses of wine away. I have half and then I'm like, oh, I'm not going to bother finishing that. So much so that I think moving forwards, I'm gonna try and phase it out completely. It's been a long old road. I've been trying for a while now to limit my alcohol intake. But Jonathan really has made that process so much easier and less about willpower and more just about not feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Just like, no, I'm all right, thank you. And part of it was that I could still stay and enjoy good times with my friends while they were drinking and not feel the urge to get drunk with them, and that's definitely improved as well. So thank you, my love. We'll watch this space, and who knew hypnosis is, I do think, I mean, Jonathan will tell you there's a whole part of your brain that you don't use, and I think people like Jonathan can tap into that, and I just think that once we harness the power of that side of our brains, we will be limitless. But yes, I'm very grateful. Thank you, Jonathan. You're wonderful. Can't wait to see you and your beautiful wife very soon.